What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We got a not a video we necessarily wanted to do, but kind of had to do it. And but anyway, if you caught the video a while back, we came out and did the grand opening for 412 Dyno and Bud Jesse. You know, this is his shop, and of course we had all the cars out here, and it was a great time. But just recently, as you may or may not know, if you have not seen SpeedAg 731's video, you need to go check that out and you know, get the full story, you know, from him. He was there obviously with Jesse and Daryl from Wingard Performance. Okay, guys, so essentially I'm gonna have Jesse just kind of rock you through exactly what happened, but you know, just so you do know, Jesse and Daryl and Ken were all in the shop. Your car, Jesse's 2015 GT, and Ken's car were in the shop. So Jesse, like, just in a nutshell, what happened?
We had Ken's car on the dyno. We were getting a lot of knock retard. We narrowed it down through troubleshooting that it had to do something to do with fuel. We took a sample out of the hose that went to his injector rail, and sure enough, there was water that went straight to the bottom of the bottle. He had just filled his tank up with gas and came back, and we put it on the dyno. So pulled the rear seat out, opened up the top of the gas tank to get in there to where the fuel injector stuff is. It was so full it started spilling all over the floor. We didn't think anything about it. Minutes went by, and just a big explosion. The best thing that we can think that happened, and from what the fire department thinks happened, was that some of the fuel vapors got into the open flame of my natural gas heater and caused an explosion. And
because that everybody that, like, you and Ken both say it was kind of like a just,
yeah, it was
like the air ignited.
It sounded, it didn't sound like an explosion, like a bomb or anything. If anything, it almost would sound like starting up a oxyacetylene torch or something. Just that little whoosh, poof sound.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Know exactly what you're talking about.
Felt some heat, went dark. Daryl was inside the car on top of the lift on the dyno. He doesn't remember how he got out, but luckily he did, because I'm sure we would have went back in there after him.
Yep. I know you guys would have.
So,
but yeah, so long story short, you guys all made it out. Everybody got some burns,
right,
you know, obviously. But ultimately, you guys are alive. Both the cars are toast.
Gone.
Yeah, you'll see that throughout the video, but there's nothing left of the cars, and there's nothing left of the shop, which you'll see that. But you know, so at this point though, you're not beaten. Like, you're planning on coming back with another dyno. And
yeah, I'm bummed out. I'm happy everybody's fine. My wife actually taught me when we first met, and I haven't really heard, she beat it into my head that material things can be replaced, and
100%.
I've been living by that since. I mean, if something gets broken, oh well, that can be replaced. It might take a while, but I did have insurance on business. I had insurance through my homeowners for the structure, and my car was covered as well. So who knows how long it's going to take, but hopefully sooner than later, because I got to get back to work.
Yep. It's again, everybody was okay. That was the main thing, and now we're just kind of
we're just sitting here staring at my shop right now.
Okay, guys, and one thing that, you know, I talked to Jesse in the middle of the night. It was Friday. It happened Friday night, and I talked to him about, was probably 3:30 Saturday morning.
Correct.
Something like that. And of course, Ken's wife called my wife, and she was going to Memphis. But I mean, how do you guys, like, you guys actually made it out? I mean, how do you?
None of us can remember. We all remember the explosion, but the few minutes before that, for whatever reason, are a blur. I don't know exactly what I was doing when it happened. Neither does Ken. I know that I hit the ground because I have scratches and bruises on my back and stuff like that, and Ken's pretty sure he hit the ground too. I don't remember getting up, but I guess what we can't understand is how we're still alive right now. I have videos which I'll send you, and hopefully they can make it into the picture too, of the shop actually on fire, and it went up so fast afterwards that
something ignited after that initial.
I almost feel like us being right there where the blast started kind of helped us. That if we would have been standing further away, it might have blown us, you know, against the doors or walls or something maybe.
Possibly knocked you out, and then you wouldn't have been able to.
I'll put it this way: the bottom of this shop was it was 60 feet wide, and it blew the garage doors out on both sides, and it blew the wall out. You know, from the foundation and at the top where it was at was blasted out in the middle, probably 2 feet off of where it originally was.
So that was powerful.
Yeah, it was powerful.
It's crazy. So yeah, it's pretty freaking amazing that you guys got out. And
I mean, if anything, Daryl being in the car probably
that probably helped
him some, but then, you know, he obviously got burnt too.
And he sprained his ankle, I guess.
Yeah,
probably,
jumping out.
So he had to jump down off the dyno. He was up in the car on the dyno.
He was in the back seat of a car on a dyno.
So you got to climb out and then jump down off the lift while all this is going on, and then get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is about the worst of my injuries right here. I have some burns on the bottom of my stomach too, and we have no doubt that the blast came from up underneath us, because it got my stomach and it got Ken's stomach too. I think it just blew up under our shirts. But
and if you've seen Ken's video, Speed Addict 731, you need to go watch that. His arms, from what he said, he put his arm up to shield it, and he got a pretty good bit on his face, on his arms, stuff like that.
And Daryl unfortunately just took his jacket off probably 5 minutes before this happened, because he was kind of getting hot up there working inside the car.
That jacket probably would have.
Yeah,
because he got some pretty good burns. I
got the least injuries of everyone. And I'm not.
Well, you also lost.
I lost a little bit, but burns hurt. I've never really been burnt before. This is probably the only time in my life I've had second-degree burns, and I can imagine what they're going through. Looks like Ken having his whole arms burnt. He's got to be really uncomfortable, and I really haven't got an updated picture of Daryl or anything, but when he came back from the hospital, he had the whole side of his face had some yellow-looking gel on it, which made it probably look worse than it really was. But I can imagine he's not feeling too great either, especially as, you know, after the adrenaline wore off and all the medicines they gave us, it's when it started hurting.
All right, guys. So again, bear with me on the wind noise, but wanted to kind of walk you through and just let you see. I'm gonna try to shield it as best I can, but it is windy as all kinds of stuff out here. You can see right there is what's left of Jesse's car. Beautiful 2015 GT. How many miles? Like 30,000 miles. Yeah, you can see a tire under there, but yeah, there's Jesse's car. And the dyno is right in front of it. We're gonna try to get around here and see Ken's car.
Which way's better?
Probably this one.
Yeah, we'll be able to see the top.
Yeah, you actually get a better view. There's a mule. Is that a mule or a Ranger?
My brand new mule.
Yeah, that's it's done. See, it is nothing left. But against our better judgment, we've climbed over here a few times just to kind of survey. We've got a little pathway made here, but you can kind of see, again, another angle of Jesse's 15 GT.
Perfect coyote swap for you guys.
Yeah, right. Golly. And then the worst. There, ladies and gentlemen, is Speed Addict 731's car. How well you can see it. But
You explained to them that's the dyno?
yeah, that's the dyno it's sitting on. You see right there, that is the dyno. That's what's left of his wheel. There's the tire. There's brand new Corsa exhaust right there. See, the wheels are totally gone. And not black anymore either.
And point out my wheels compared to his.
Yeah. Those Ken had the GT350 replicas on his car. You see what happened to them. But Jesse's wheels are bone stock. They're still there. So, for whatever it's worth. Ooh. and it's getting a little hairy in here. But yeah, guys, that's Speed Addict 731's supercharged 2017 GT right there. Absolutely amazing. And then there was a, what year? There was a older Camaro over there on that side. You can kind of see it.
Behind it, the Camaro is a 79 Camaro.
Right there.
Brand new paint job, straight as an arrow, no rust.
I don't even like Camaros, and that was a nice car.
All it was missing was a mullet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you can see the lawnmower, riding lawnmower in there. It's crazy.
That's something else I ain't thought about putting on my personal property.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need lawnmower when the freaking summer comes back around.
Beautiful brake lathe is not going to be lathing anything anymore. Oh, God.
Ken took the last dark one. I would send the hat back with you to him.
This is actually the hat Ken was wearing.
And when it's not wet, maybe it was just the video. I thought it was all melted right here the other day when I took a picture.
It's melted pretty good on that side though.
This saved his hair though.
Yeah.
412 Dyno shop.
All right, guys. So there you go. That way everybody knows what happened and kind of get a feel for how bad this really was. But again, 412 Dyno will be back, and he's still doing street tuning. Everybody's okay, and cars can be replaced. So there you go. Working on cars is dangerous. Working around cars is dangerous. Be safe. Everybody be safe.